The Israeli Defense Force, IDF, has released the following announcement sent to civilians of Gaza City. Quote, the IDF calls for the evacuation of all civilians of Gaza City from their homes southwards for their own safety and protection, and move to the area south as shown on the map. The Hamas terrorist organization waged a war against the state of Israel, and Gaza City is an area where the military operations take place. This evacuation is for your safety. You will be able to return to Gaza City only when another announcement permitting it is made. Do not approach the area of the security fence with the state of Israel. Hamas terrorists are hiding in Gaza City inside tunnels and underneath houses and inside buildings populated with innocent Gazan civilians. Civilians of Gaza City, evacuate south for your own safety and the safety of your families, and distance yourself from Hamas terrorists who are using you as human shields. In the following days, the IDF will continue to operate significantly in Gaza City and make extensive efforts to avoid harming civilians. The IDF also goes on to say that IDF fighter jets struck 750 military targets in the northern Gaza Strip overnight, including underground Hamas terror tunnels, military compounds and posts, residence of senior terrorist operatives used as military command centers, weapon storage warehouses, comm rooms, and targeted senior terrorist operatives. Dozens of fighter jets struck numerous Hamas military targets in the Gaza Strip, including 12 Hamas military assets, each located in a multi-story building used by the Hamas for terror purposes. In parallel, IDF soldiers from a special unit targeted 3 Hamas operatives specialized in mortar fire in the Gaza Strip and a military command center in Gaza City, from which mortar shells were launched towards Israeli territory. Israel vowed on Thursday not to pause its relentless siege of the Gaza Strip for aid or evacuations until every single one of its hostages was freed. As the head of the Israel Defense Forces pledged to dismantle Hamas and insisted the Palestinian enclave would, quote, never look the same. According to the New York Times, the Israeli military said it had already dropped 6,000 bombs on Gaza since the weekend, as it made good on its promise to annihilate Hamas in retribution for the deadliest attack on civilians in Israeli history. Quote, we will attack them. We will dismantle them, dismantle their system. IDF Chief Lieutenant General Herzi Halvi said Thursday of Hamas in his first remarks since the war broke out. Quote, Gaza will not look the same, unquote. And as the war entered its 6th day, the death toll surpassed more than 2,700, according to officials on both sides. More than 1,300 Israelis have been confirmed dead, including a majority who were gunned down in their homes, on the streets, or at a desert rave. Some 150 Israelis and foreigners were taken as hostages back to Gaza, officials said. Gaza authorities said more than 1,400 Palestinians have been killed so far after Israel subjected the besieged enclave to the most powerful bombing campaign in the 75-year history of the Israel-Palestinian conflict. Israel supplies Gaza with power, fuel, and water. What will be waiting for the Gaza civilians that are headed south, but with no food and water to speak of? Will the UN step in and provide relief to the travelers south? Only time will tell. Thank you for listening. I'm Josh Diaz. This is The Lab, and I'm your host. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.